Should you buy or rent in Canada in 2025? Welcome back to Passive Paycheck, your go-to channel for mastering your money in Canada and discovering legit ways to make income online from the comfort of your home. Whether you're trying to save for your first home, invest smarter, or just stretch your paycheck a little further, this channel is for you. If you're new here, welcome to the community. If you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back. Today's topic is one of the biggest financial decisions Canadians face. Should you buy or rent in Canada in 2025? With home prices still high, interest rates at record levels, and growing talks of a housing market correction, many people feel stuck. So in this video, we're going to break it all down in plain English, using real numbers, real examples, and smart money tips to help you make the best decision for your life. Let's dive in. Part 1. What's happening in Canada's housing market? Right now, Canada's housing market is tense. Prices aren't dropping as fast as people expected, but affordability is worse than ever. In Toronto, the average home price is still around $1.1 million. In Vancouver, it's even higher. Even smaller cities like Halifax or Winnipeg are seeing prices around $400,000 to $600,000. Now add in interest rates, which are hovering between 5.5% and 6.25%. To put that in perspective, in 2020, a $600,000 mortgage at 2% interest would cost you around $2,200 a month today. The same mortgage could cost $3,700 to $4,000 a month. That's an increase of almost $20,000 a year just from interest. And remember, that doesn't include property taxes, insurance, heat, electricity, water maintenance, and repair costs. So while home prices may not be rising rapidly, home ownership is still more expensive than ever. Part 2. The real cost of buying a home in 2025. Many people think buying a home is an investment. That's true in the long run, but in 2025, the short-term cost of buying is heavy. Let's break it down. Upfront costs. 1. Minimum 5% down payment, that's $25,000 on a $500,000 home. 2. Closing costs, land transfer taxes, legal fees, home inspection $10,000 to $20,000. 3. Furniture and setup, moving expenses, appliances, etc. Monthly costs. 1. Mortgage payment. 2. Property taxes. 3. Home insurance. 4. Repairs and maintenance. 5. Possibly condo fees if you're buying a condo, and if you think you can avoid maintenance, think again. The average homeowner in Canada spends around 1% of the home's value per year on upkeep. On a $600,000 home, that's $6,000 a year or $500 a month. So even though you're building equity, the reality is, 1. You're paying a bank. 2. You're paying taxes. 3. You're paying to fix things. 4. And your money is tied up. Part 3. Why renting might be the smart choice. Let's be honest. In Canada, people often treat renting like it's failure. But in 2025, renting is a very smart financial move for many Canadians. Here's why. 1. Rent is usually cheaper than owning, especially with current interest rates. 2. You avoid surprise costs, like a broken furnace or roof. 3. You can move easily. No selling, no agents, no fees. 4. You can invest your savings and build wealth elsewhere. Let's say your mortgage would cost $3,800 a month, but renting the same place costs $2,000 per month. That's $1,800 in monthly savings. Over 1 year, that's $21,600. In 5 years, you've saved over $100,000. Now imagine putting that into a TFSA or RRSP tax-free savings account, or RRSP stands for Registered Retirement Savings, or even starting an online side hustle or business. Renting isn't throwing money away. You're buying flexibility, lower risk, and more cash flow. Part 4. Real life. Example: renting versus buying. Let me introduce you to Daniel, a 28-year-old graphic designer living in Ottawa. He has 2 choices: To buy a small condo for $550,000 or rent a modern one-bedroom apartment for $1,900 a month. Buying would cost him $35,000, down $3,200 a month, including mortgage fees and taxes, $200 per month in repairs and other costs. Daniel chooses to rent and puts his extra $1,000 per month into a dividend ETF inside his TFSA, his online Shopify store, selling print-on-demand art learning freelance skills to increase his income. In 3 years, Daniel has $35,000 invested, a business that brings in $1,200 per month. No debt, full freedom to move cities or travel. He's not just renting, he's building real, flexible wealth. Part 5. Questions to ask. Before buying, before you jump into a mortgage, ask yourself these 7 questions. 1. Can I afford a 20% down payment without draining my savings? 2. Will I stay in this city for at least 5 to 7 years? 3. Is my income secure and growing? 4. Can I handle major repairs or emergencies? 5. Will buying stretch my budget too thin? 6. Do I have money to invest after my bills are paid? 7. Does owning align with my lifestyle and goals? If you answered no to more than 2, renting might be the safer and smarter choice right now. Part 6. The smart strategy for 2025, rent, save, and invest. Here's what many financially smart Canadians are doing in 2025. Rent below your means and invest the rest. Here's how it works. Live in a place that costs less than 30% of your income. Put the difference into a TFSA with index funds or GICs, Bowed digital income. Freelance, sell, consult, or create. Grow your emergency fund. Reassess the housing market in 2 to 3 years. This strategy keeps your cash flow healthy, builds your net worth faster, gives you options, not just obligations. By the time you're ready to buy, you'll have more savings, more income, and better timing. So should you buy or rent in Canada in 2025? Here's the truth. Buying makes sense if you're financially ready, stable, and planning long-term. Renting makes sense if you want to stay flexible, build savings, and grow income in other ways. There's no one right answer, only the answer that fits your lifestyle and goals. What matters most is not whether you own or rent, but whether you're building real financial security and making smart moves that pay off long-term. Bonus tip: hidden incentives and programs that can save you. Thousands before you make your final decision. Don't leave free money on the table. Canada actually has several programs to help first-time homebuyers and even renters, but most people don't take advantage of them. Here are a few to check out. 1. First-time homebuyer incentive, FTHBI. The government offers to cover 5% to 10% of your home's purchase price in exchange for a shared equity stake. That can lower your monthly payments and help with affordability. 2. First Home Savings Account, FHSA. A new account that lets you save up to $8,000 per year tax-free, up to $40,000 total, to buy your first home. Combine this with your TFSA and RRSP for a triple tax-advantaged strategy. 3. RRSP Homebuyers Plan, HBP. Borrow up to $35,000 from your RRSP per person to use as a down payment. You don't pay tax as long as you repay it over 15 years. 4. Rental assistance or provincial credits. Depending on your province, you might qualify for rent subsidies, tax rebates, or energy-saving grants, even as a renter. Ontario, BC, and Alberta all have specific programs you can check. If this video helped you understand your options, do these 4 things. Like this video, it helps others discover smart financial content. Comment below. Are you renting or buying in 2025? Let's talk. Share this with someone who's making the same decision. Subscribe to Passive Paycheck for more ways to manage your money in Canada and make income online from anywhere in the country. Thanks for watching, and remember, The best financial decision is one that puts you in control of your future.